on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4. And it was the visiting Steelers who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Pittsburgh. Second and 10.
They'll look to throw here.
Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Jalen Waddle
with career touchdown number 70.
And the Steelers need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Ravens 0.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
This out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
You look at this Steeler defense.
This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Baltimore.
To throw is Jackson.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. Take this all the way down to the Steelers' 19-yard line. 43 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. Well, they've got a new set of downs here.
It's a gain of 32. And the Ravens first.
Here's Jackson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now it's Jackson. And that will be incomplete as well. Rocky started throwing the football. He's missed now on his first 4 attempts.
I'm eager to see what his demeanor is going to be from this point forward, because the best ones, they missed the first 15 attempts, and they think they're going to hit the next 15. Let's see if he has that type of an attitude.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Now, the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Trap 60, trap 60, Panther 11, 18, right, take over.
Back to throw.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, look at this Baltimore defense.
And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one, because guess what? They're facing the number 1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
Here we go, Shaq. Cowboy and Warriors, 7 Pirates, 69, 18, Pioneers.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Jack Fox.
Here's Jack Fox now. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
First down, here's Mitchell.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find the hole.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Jackson. And he is caught. He's got the first down and then some.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Zay Flowers
With touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 10-7.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And going deep for Hill. That's caught at the 25. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards.
And the Steelers have retaken the lead.
They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch.
13, Ravens 10.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 70 yards.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives to see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go for downfield, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it.
Now he's going to step up and run. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw here.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Give him 32 on the play.
His tremendous season passing the football, it continues, Charles. That last throw puts him over 4,000 yards now on the year.
And he's still got the rest of November and all of December still to play. So to me, 5,000 yards, very much in play.
The Steelers at 7-3 now on the year. And they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 69 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. They run over center with Mitchell.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him an even gain of 10, but now it's 4th down.
10-yard gain, but it's 4th down.
Owen. Report. Yo.
Now it's Jackson.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down.
And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 36. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers...
And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's got to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be.
Jackson's going to keep it.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And now look at him go. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
I know many talk about the kick return as maybe the most exciting play in football. But any type of a return where it's a change of possession, where the defense gets the ball, that's exciting too. But it's not just an accident. Once they get the football, They've worked on finding people to block, creating running lanes for the guy with the ball, and protecting him. And this one was a long run.
Absolutely, they did all of that and more.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Touchdown! Pat Freiermuth, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have yet again retaken the lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
First down, Ravens.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Wide open receiver, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Nick Bonito able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. From the gun, Jackson. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Now you could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now Jackson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they had that one sniffed out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
6-yard attempt.
And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and they'll remain down by 2.
And now two problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Backfield empty here. It's 3rd and long.
They're going to look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And they'll send the tight end in motion.
No, we change it.
Throwing is Jackson. And he's got his big tight end here. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson now.
Rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Christian Harris.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Now, the offense, they had really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
Ravens 17.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game started the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line.
I'm going to go. Baltimore, first down. First and goal. That's a 4-yard.
Jackson from the shotgun. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Ravens are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 2.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now...
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 45 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
They'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. Now he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Tyreek Hill. That's career touchdown number 131, and it ties him with Chris Carter for number 8 on the all-time list. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. And the Ravens had got it back to it.
Fall back here, get back to the do. Fall back here, get back to the do. Fall back here, get back to the do. Fall back here, get back to the do.
Ball like yellow on leaves. Ball like an all-white shirt, no sleeves. Tell her, put it like me. Blowing a coffee, he's asleep. You weak, chic. The web look at the boots, fleet. Headache. Gotta wait till she give me a headache. Send me a text, I ain't reading no essay.
Fall back here, get back. Fall back here, get back. Back. Fall back.
I only like bad, but a thick, it's a big, it's a no, so long as she get really. Listen, I don't mean to call you up, cause I don't know that, and if I never call you again, that mean you throw back. We only met once, but we go back, way back, run it, now we on track, but you can never ever be my man, you a whole snap, you said it on your IG page, I ain't say that, say that, lay back, in the back of the Maybach, play that, you see J that, I be in the streets like a stray rat, I will never speak with a ring, cause he ain't finna take half, I be on my kid, one girl, one side, in a dope, sending me a text like she misses, the only way she getting back in it.
Fall back here, get back. Fall back here, get back. Fall back. Fall back here, get back to the do. Fall back here, get back to the do. Fall back here, get back to the do. Fall back here, get back.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Name existed forever, means victory, helper. Whole name means protector, shortened it by 2 letters, without the IR at the end. The reincarnated Gil Scott, living in the again. The World Cup in Moscow, where the blind was a 10. Pen when I speak is like a lottery win. Quote my total, multi-mogul, so fly out the walk in any spot, every be soaking from a time when was stronger. Today's streets are calmer. They used to kill for shade sneaks and bombers. My name existed forever before Christians came in America, even better. With click sounds in their mouths was language for humans. With stick figures and K's, my name's written fluid. Nasty like way before even Rome had a sewage. For 50,000 years ago, if I could choose its origin, since there's nothing to gain by assuming I'ma say the definition of my name, the truest. I shocked them like real product. Creep with baddies in sequence, dresses with high strung. Fresh off the jet, you can see my vision where I've come. How much time y'all got? Yo, Preem, let's drop something.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
DNA of King James, kin of St. Michael. Polygamous minded, 7 wives on ridiculous timing. They always share the same title. That be the talk. That's foul like a stop in Frisk, New York. At 20, I said I better quit by 30 than by 30. I thought by 40 rapping is corny. How wrong was I? Never would have thought that 50 new songs by Nas would be hard to lie. I leave them scared like when they hear their name called, but ain't nobody there. The definition of my name probably started where I rode the E-Trade, fingers covered in ink stains. Like Cool James, Face Cube, and Rick, that was musically sick, successful and unnatural. I throw they songs in How could you hate me? I survived the 80s, the D's, the trauma, embalming fluid and lace. Inhale fumes from a stove up to shows booked up.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Jalen Waddle
With career touchdown number 70.
And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point attempt to come here. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You look at this Steeler defense.
This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both. Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson going deep for Walker. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. The point after is good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Shifts by him. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Looking to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this one is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw.
That one out wide and intercepted. Racing to the end zone.
And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Harris. And the Steelers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. It's complete downfield, out left to his running back. A gain there of 30 big ones.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A big play there. 50 yards. And the Steelers comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
As always, no rooting interest here, but that was pretty, wasn't it? To see him break through and then pick up his stride.
Yeah, the guy carrying the ball loves it. I think the O-line, they might like and take more satisfaction out of those runs than anybody else, right?
Without a doubt, because they're the ones that often have created it.
Chad Muma brings him down on that one defensively.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
34-yard line.
Right back to Mitchell here.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's good for a Baltimore first down.
They'll run with Mitchell.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. The ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. Jackson. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked by Chad Muma. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line.
That is the big fella, Nnamdi Madubuike, forcing his way in. He comes up with a sack.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
19, target, come 19, come 19. 70 range, Dragon 6.
Now back to throw.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
79, Cougar 19.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Malachi Starks.
And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off, actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
A good pick up there at 20 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Here's Jackson. And Walker has it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and
14-7 our score. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Jackson. Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield.
A gain of 4 yards. That's good for Baltimore. First down.
Now it's Jackson. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Christian Harris. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Jackson has intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now the first carry here for the running back. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Warriors 70. Come on. Set. 60. 19 light. 70 race.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. DK Metcalf from 21 yards away. And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
They're on 31-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Jackson going to keep it. Finding Walker complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now it's Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there. That was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay
Flowers, 65 yards. And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that's going to be incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. They'll look to throw here. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Jack Fox now gets set to punt. And we'll see what he can do on the return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing one play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Walker. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Now Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Zone coverage there, they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
That's good for us Steelers. First down. 1st and 10 at the 37.
Back to throw.
Open man is Waddle, complete.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Steelers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And this one too low.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. Well, let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works, sometimes they're ready for you, and that time they were on guard. Incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, not much time remains here in this 1st half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
24 yards a gain there, another 1st down as well.
Throwing is Jackson. And my goodness, another interception.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 33.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Out route to Hill, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And the Steelers, 1st down. 1st and 10.
They'll throw now on the final play. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Ravens.
On his loop for the extra point.
He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
That's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw here. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. It's caught inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jalen Waddle with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And they are able to add on to their advantage. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take us across the 50 and down to the 44.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Jackson now.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
The 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have cut it back within a score.
Extra point safely through. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Now wasted time going right back to DK Metcalf.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's good for a Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
He'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
They'll look to throw again. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 55 yards.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Following the sack, they go from the 13 on third and goal.
Third and goal.
He'll look to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Waddle from 13 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the score.
And now here's another interception. And the Steelers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at their own 46. Oh, he finds his running back who snuck right down the middle of the field. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 43 yards.
Let's go now. 19 light, 60 in. Mustang 9, Buffalo 18.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt...
And in for the Steelers touchdown. DK Metcalf, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Solid return, nearly got into the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now it's Jackson. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Ravens are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
Broken tackle. And he's going to get in. So they're back within 11. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
46-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And the Ravens are right back in this football game.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Call it a gain of a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 49-yard line.
Jackson. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
Nick Bonito coming in there to record the sack.
13 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They're going to look to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Looking to throw.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
No surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
And that will be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Well, Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows his only...
And my goodness, another interception. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Jalen Waddle, Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as it's intercepted at the goal line. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. To throw is Jackson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes.
And now here's another interception. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7.
Touchdown! A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Going deep for Walker. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here's Jackson to throw.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
Going deep for Walker. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That is caught.
And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Steelers have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Jackson from the shotgun. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Throw caught by Flowers. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. From the gun, Jackson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
4-yard gain on the play. First down, Ravens.
Again, Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Luke now for the extra point.
Now that shaves a bit off the lead. It's now a 23-point game.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Brings up 2nd and 16 at the 19-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a...
He's got it. So they convert the two. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game.
53.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for two here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Point after, right down the middle. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
79 Bronco, 70 Timberwolf, 18 Raptor, 18.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And this is caught. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 15 now.
75. Ravens.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
One last shot for Jackson.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high.